Night ride on the track. Good morning. Welcome to this Saturday morning bird feeder, man.
Morning.
Long weekend. Great weekend last week. We're going to talk about it a little bit, though. But we're going to talk about what happened Sunday, late Saturday night. We're not going to talk about those draft picks. We're going to talk about those guys we brought in off the undrafted side. Free agents, I guess you want to call them. Undrafted free agents, I guess what we call them.
Yeah.
So, anyway, how everybody doing this morning? Big Ed, Fresh, how y'all doing this morning, man?
I'm doing all right. It's been a long week, but hey.
Yes, sir.
We here.
Anyway, I don't know how long it's going to be today, but we're gonna do some talking. I got some questions, man. I want to ask the panel about the overall everything. So, but first, let me give a quick shout out. What's up, Auntie? How you doing? How you do? D. Coleman, Robert Partners. What's going on? He got little Robert chilling and grilling. Okay, you must be barbecuing today. I ain't mad at you, bro. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. The weather for to be like 80 degrees. Get wet. But anyway, without further ado, man, let's get into these undrafted guys because it's 14 of them. We're gonna talk a little bit about each one of them, just a little bit. And let me put this in the thing right here. I got a whole slide presentation for these guys. All right, here we go. We're going to talk about quarterback Jack Strand, I guess is what his name is. What's up there, Trey? Jante, what's going on, man? Appreciate y'all hopping on. Anyway, we got Jack Strand, undrafted free agent. Had a projection of being maybe a 7th round draft pick. That was his projection. Big arm quarterback, 13,000 yards passing, 120 plus touchdowns. 25 seasons, had 3,500 yards, 42 touchdowns. He led Division II in that right there. And supposedly have all the records at Minnesota State, whatever the hell, I can't name the name of the school. It's called Minnesota something. Moorhead, Minnesota State. Moorhead, yeah, I think that's the name of the school. Because they got a big arm, has the size. He's a big cat, man. I think the cat is like 240 pounds. What's it that Ben Roethlisberger size? 6'4". He's a big boy. So
did we send Sam the link? Because he said he wanted to be
I sent him the link.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but yeah, like I say, he's a big dude, man. How y'all feel about the big man from Minnesota State Moorhead?
I'm fine with him. You only got Tua for 1 year. You only got Simeon for 1 year. So you gotta already having a backup plan for those two guys to disappear next year. So it'd be good. I think getting a guy in here to have to start developing is good for them to have, to get the experimental part of their development plan out the way. So now if we say we don't keep Penix and Tua and all them, we go on getting us a new quarterback, we already have the system in place to develop him.
So like one of the realistic role for him in 26, just per se, he's a camp arm for one, right? Possible practice squad candidate.
Yeah.
And it could be competing for a backup role behind, the past Trevor Simeon.
He could.
We don't know. So
be that emergency third.
Emergency third, exactly. Young, cheap. So,
did we save any money if we cut Trevor Simeon or anything like that?
Let me get my salary thing. I didn't.
Because if we do shoot, hey, he
That's a
does.
good question.
He does
Yeah.
anything good or something like that. Hey, cut him, keep him as the third emergency.
Exactly. So this. Let me look at this cap right quick. Let me see what Trevor Siemian. What's his stuff look like? Give me a second.
I feel like he's just getting vet minimal.
Yeah, I think so too. I actually feel the same way. But yeah, Trevor Siemian. Is he on the thing yet? I don't even see his name yet. Yeah, yeah, you cut him, you save $1 million. So
that's $1 million save.
I'll take that $1 million.
Only thing about Trevor Siemian, he's not on that top 50 cutoff, so his money is free money anyway. But you will get $1 million back. So
$399.
So yeah, I take that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's on the quarterback, man. Like I said, he's a big arm guy. He hasn't played in the big games like everybody else has. Who's on the what's called, but that's he making it 53. Like I said, he can be that third man. He can be, but I don't know if he's gonna be that Trevian, but we'll see. And one thing about these guys that come in here, if he comes to this camp, don't throw a lot of interceptions, don't make a lot of mistakes, and he learn that playbook, he has a chance.
Yeah. If he can show he know how to operate the offense, I think
exactly.
he'll have a chance for sure.
Just like the kid. Yes, sir.
No, my bad. Now we can get out.
Oh, Dre Murphy. Oh, what's going on, Dre Murphy? Miss PJ, what's happening? Savannah Swag, what's going on? Dre Murphy has done his thing. Thank you, Dre Murphy. You got me good. So, but yeah, man. Like I said, he's the first one that I wanted to talk about, man. So let's move. Like I said, these guys ain't in no order. I just put them in there as I seen their names come at the thing. So I made these little things for them. Like I said. All right, the next person I have, I don't know who I have next. Carlos Allen.
Okay, yeah. I would definitely want to.
Defensive tackle. Not a big guy. 6'1", 290, 295. Grady size.
I was just gonna say that too. I said
Grady
anybody
size.
we get this size, this weight, I'm automatically putting them in that Grady boat.
Grady size. He's Grady size. So
he's a Grady's baby.
He's
Grady baby.
I think let me see. Is he from Atlanta? Let me check, man.
He's
from Atlanta. He's
I
actually
think
from
he
Atlanta.
is. Yeah, I think he is.
But he transferred from Kennesaw State.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I don't got his Kennesaw number, but his numbers at Houston, he had 43 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, which was top in the Big 12 last year. And he had an 84.4 run defense grade. They consider him an elite defensive
not bad.
interior D line.
I mean, that's what we are trying to get corrected is our run defense.
Yeah, but he's not a flashy pass rusher, but he's a high level run defender. That's his strength.
We got pass rushers though.
We got pass rusher.
As long as he can add, just like give us Mikael London 3 or 4 sacks, we good.
Give me 1.5 sacks. That means you did something. But just make sure you stop that run.
Yeah, let me get more TFLs from you than sacks. I'll be happy with that.
Exactly.
Honestly, I look at TFLs just like I look at sacks. That's down there a sack, pretty much.
Exactly. They didn't get across the damn line. That's what it means. But but like I said, his weakness is like I said, he's not a pass rusher. He has short arms. We've seen that before. he can get swallowed up by O linemen because of his short arms. We've seen that before too.
Yeah.
So scheme fit. He's a 3 tech. He can rotate at that 3 tech sub pack interior line. But early run defender. He's not going to be in there on 3rd and long. He's not going to be there. That's not what he's going to be there for. So, but would he make the team? I ain't gonna say yeah.
Maybe not.
Practice squad. I think he's
squad.
one of the ones. I think you could put him on the practice squad and he'll be safe.
Yeah.
His ceiling is a DT rotation, but the floor is a practice squad or just a depth piece.
Right.
So like I said, I think we're gonna have this practice squad gonna be pretty deep too, guys. Because we got a lot of guys that gonna get cut that I think they will want to bring back to be on that practice squad.
Yeah, I definitely want our practice squad to be of some players that can add some value to the team when they come up.
Yeah. They, what they say? Somebody said he's like a lunch pail D tackle.
You know what?
Put him in.
As long as they can be better than David Steele.
Oh my Lord.
Skills wise and stuff.
Don't do that.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
But yeah, that's Carlos Allen Jr. of Atlanta. So let's get to this next person. We got I don't know that line, but it's there. Brandon Frazier.
Yeah, that tight end.
Tight end from Auburn.
Oh yeah.
Played in the SEC. Had a draft grade of a 7-rounder, which is still to me as an undrafted free agent. He got picked up, so that means somebody have seen him. So like I said, I tell these guys, the guys that get picked up at the practice squad, right? They got to have something. Boy, you got that cold again, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad, man. The weather, that weather just been in and out.
That's that pollen. You got to close the doors, man. Can't get that pollen kicking in the house.
Yeah.
All right.
There ain't no yellow pollen.
There ain't no yellow pollen. It's clear.
That's the green pollen.
All right, but anyway, we got Brandon Frazier, tight end from Auburn University, 6'7", 267, from McKinley, Texas. Had 13 receptions last year, 97 yards. I think he's more like a guy that would come in and be a practice squad guy.
This is our newly Charlie Warner.
Yeah, something like that. Cause he's 6'7", the big boy.
Yeah,
you cut Charlie, you can save some money too, but that's another story. But Charlie's very valuable. I hate to say Charlie's valuable.
Yes,
but being 6'7", if he was to make the team, we'll see what happens in these preseason games. Because a lot of these guys can be in these preseason games. They got to do something or don't do nothing.
I will, Auntie Pam. I get some of that Eldenberry.
That ain't gonna help. That ain't gonna help.
Don't do me like this. Don't you do me like this.
Not for this code that he got.
Not for that code right there. Not for that one right there. Nope. He said some elderberry. Yeah, I can. I got some raspberries and some cranberries.
You're gonna need some Visine and something else.
Indeed, yeah, yes, sir. He said some elderberry. All right, thank you, Miss PJ, for that medical tip. All right, but anyway, he had 2 touchdowns last year. They was both like 2-point conversion type touchdowns or whatever. And his longest catch was 39 yards. So he's not going to be that guy you look to catch the ball for you. He's going to be that guy that you need to block for you or occasionally throw the ball up because he's 6'7" and go up and get it.
Shoot, we thought that about Charlie Warner and what he do. Turn around and catch 3 passes in a row.
Yeah, that's true. He did do that, didn't he? Yeah. So, but they say his blocking ability is his calling card. So known for being physical and an inline blocker, can function as a 6 offensive lineman. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's 6'7". He got long arms. I'm assuming.
I wish we help Fitzpatrick.
Me too. But
Fitzpatrick.
I really do.
I don't know what happened to that right there, but yeah.
I thought he was gonna be something.
I did too.
Yeah.
When did we get Fitzpatrick? I thought we got him when
Arthur Smith.
Yeah,
Arthur Smith cut him too.
That's what really made me feel like he was gonna be something.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think he got cut when they brought in Juno Smith. I think too. I think that's the same year.
Yeah. So, okay.
Damn. But yeah, like I said, his ceiling is no more than a tight end 3. But he'll never be a tight end 1 unless the team just gonna run the ball and will never throw the ball to tight end. That's just him. So,
but all right, that's for next year. Keep it for next year.
I think he can make the practice squad. I think he'd be a practice squad player. I think he can make the practice squad. But we don't brought in several tight ends in this undrafted thing, though.
Yeah, we don't re-sign Charlie. Boom, next man up.
True. And probably can be a good special team contributor too with the long arm. Just block it.
A hot toddy. A toddy.
With that lady.
I appreciate everybody trying to make me feel good and give me remedies. I appreciate the love. I feel love.
Auntie, he's trying to get healthy, Auntie. He's trying to get healthy.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Thank
you. He's trying to cleanse himself right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the hot toddy. I need all that.
Make sure you use vodka.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go. Right there.
All right, y'all, let's move to the next person. That was the tight end from Auburn. I got Le'Meke. I don't know how you pronounce his first name.
I've been saying Le'Meke
Brockington. Wide receiver from Minnesota. 6 foot, 195. Had 80 receptions. Total, this is the career total, 80 receptions, 1,042 yards, 7 touchdowns. 25, he had 46 receptions, 484 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Another person they brought in for that wide receiver room. You know, like I say, special team contributor. I'm gonna put it out there. He most likely gonna be a special team contributor. I think he was to make this team. Possibility to make this team.
I watched his film.
I doubt it, but I definitely see what they call practice squad possible. He has speed. He's explosive.
If he can develop right, he can be Drake's backup, I think. That big body kind of guy on the outside, because we really don't have nobody.
Well, he's only 6 feet, though. He's 6 feet, though. He only about 6 feet. And guess where he's from? Else. He's from Georgia, too. He's from Georgia, too.
With these dreads, I can tell.
He's from what? Moultrie? I can't remember what hell Moultrie. Night Rider, Night Rider can tell what it has. That's the map right there.
Probably Night Rider's cousin.
Could be, yeah, could be.
Day Ride.
Day Ride. But he has had some kick return experience. We got a lot of guys who can return and put kicks and punch. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of people in this team.
That's how we know we don't want Zachariah at their return spot at all.
That's my taking. That's my taking. You're gonna be catching the ball and you're gonna be going up the field. Yak yard, man. We're gonna call him Mr. Yak. So, but yeah, he's a reasonable, reliable possession receiver. Got consistent hands, quarterback friendly option. So route discipline, works underneath and medium level routes, find the soft zone. So he's one of those guys that can find the zones, man. So it's going to be exciting to see that wide receiver room because there's so many bodies that have been brought in just for the wide receiver room, which is
yesterday. I think my position that I'm really like looking at that I'm kind of excited to see is the center position. Is our center room.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute. We got another guy who's undrafted that people gonna turn heads. I think. I think gonna turn a couple heads.
Succession plan. Yes.
Like I said, we're not saying kick Newsel out, but you got to have a plan. What if knock on a lot of wood? What if something happened that we didn't think gonna happen? You got to have a plan. Yeah, that's why you see some of these interior lineman guys who play center in different guard positions coming in also.
Yeah, you only got 3 centers on the roster right now. Yeah, and then 2 of them was on 1-year deals.
Exactly, and Newton's on his last deal, I think, last year.
Yep, his last year.
So, all right, but Le'Meke Brockington. That's the
Hey, Miss Maggie.
What's up, Maggie?
Hey, boss lady.
How you doing, man? Okay. Another tight end from Michigan State, 6'5", 245. His 25-year had 36 receptions, 359, 3 touchdowns. His career, he got 117 catches, 1,407 yards, 15 touchdowns. Because he played at 2 different schools. He played at Michigan State, and what other schools he played at? What's Jack at? He played at 2 different schools. Jack. Oh, he played at Oregon State also before he went to Michigan State. Yeah. And he's from Seattle. So, yeah.
Both these guys, both tight ends could be replacements for Hooper and Charlie.
This kid here he's a better receiver than I think he is a blocker. So yeah, there you go.
That's funny.
Yes, boss lady, these are the undrafted.
Yes, they are those 2 guys that are replaceable for the 2
yes,
guys.
This is the undrafted free agency that we're going over.
So, but yeah, like I said, he has a prototype size for a tight NFL tight end right now. Hard to bring down at the catch, so he has a yak yard abilities. Got good hands, and they said coaches can trust him with the short and media game. So that's a good point. That's a good person to have. He also played in the slot. He can play H-back also, which is what Charlie does. Yeah. Charlie just ain't that full-time receiving type guy. So he's a willing blocker, but he's not polished. How many guys are polished when they come in? Especially the kids coming out of college. None of these tight ends are really polished blockers unless that's all they do is block.
Yeah.
So not fast.
No, it wasn't gonna be nothing like that. No replacing Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, ain't nobody saying that.
Yesterday we was talking about it when we made these moves. That we should be seeing these contracts come in pretty soon. Now that we got that cap guy and stuff, I think that's what we were waiting on. Getting these guys in the building first before we made the contract extensions. So I think in the next, I say like the next month or so, we should see maybe 3 contract extensions. Maybe Bijan, Cal, and I want to say Drake.
It's gonna be interesting to see. Because then BJ, I said BJ. Did Bijan just get his 5th-year option? Did they just give him that?
Yeah.
Offer that to him. And they do all the guys. They've done all those guys that because you got to do it 2 years ahead before that thing is over. So, but yeah, so that's our other tight end that we brought in. I think we got one more. I could be wrong, but I think we got one more. Jack Velling. He got a name of the tight end. I'm Velling. I catch the ball. Let's go to this next person I got here.
There you go. Cash money, baby. Cash money.
Georgia porn star. That's the Georgia porn star.
Where Big Will at? This is what he
wanted. Money.
Anyway, like I said, his real name is Cashon Jones. I would have changed mine to Cash too. So, Cashon. Anyway, he's an all-purpose back. That's what he is.
Yes.
He's an all-purpose back. 6 foot, 182, 195. He probably gets like 195 playing in the pros. He's from Brock, Texas. Like I said, don't have a lot of numbers on him, but he had 52 carries, 253 yards. I think that's just his. That's his career. A lot of catches though. To be a part-time guy on 3rd down.
Hey, they'll if Tom Brady and Bill Belichick was still in New England, he'll show.
He would have probably been there, wouldn't he? He would have been there, wouldn't he?
He would have got drafted. He wouldn't win undrafted.
Yeah, I think they would have. You're right. I think they would have got him too. But one thing I'm gonna say about him, you want a blocking running back, he's your man. Yeah. You want a special team guy, he's your man. And he can come down and surprise the people because Cash runs some great wheel routes, guys.
He does. He definitely does. Yeah.
But now he's one of the guys that I think is going to make this team, this 53. He's one of the one I'm going to say he's going to make this 53 because of his he has a lot of versatility as well, especially on the special team side. So he's going to take somebody. I'm going to say this name. Y'all may not like. I'm going to say this. Here's your Mike Ford replacement. Watch you see. It's your up man. He can hold kicks. You don't have to worry about using your punter to do that.
You can hold kicks. Yeah.
He's one of them gonna be your most versatile special team guy. He plays on both sides. He tackles. He can block.
Oh yeah, he's great at picking up blitzes. Yeah, he's special.
I would say you might still keep Mike Ford, just because Cash Jones is so versatile.
But you got so
much you can do with him, and you can
true.
deploy him in many different ways. True. You still need a guy who's a surefire special teams ace out there, and that's what Mike Ford is.
You did lose Hodges last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, I see that. But somebody's gonna lose a job. I actually see this cat being on the team next year, not special team. I mean, not special, not a practice squad guy, but on the 53.
Somebody's gonna have to, because then that means they're gonna carry 4 running backs. Then
that's what I see.
Because you got Bijan and you got both Ryerson brothers.
Yeah, both
you
Robinson.
got them for sure. Yeah. Then who's your third guy? Whoever fights that out. And I honestly will give Cash his chance to maybe steal that third spot if he shows enough.
Because you got what's that cat name who we brought in from Indiana?
Goodson or Gotson.
Goodson. You got Goodson. You still got Carter. You still have
Carlos Washington.
Washington. That's a lot of running backs.
He probably beat though. He got good a chance enough to beat them guys.
That's what I'm saying.
So we will see.
So it's gonna be interesting. So, and I think then a couple of years, Cash returned kicks too at Georgia.
He might have did punts.
So I know he's always been that guy, the lead blocker for the guy who's catching the ball too. So we'll see. We got a whole new special team guy here. We ain't got the guy that don't know what the hell he was doing. Just let guy keep missing field goals and kept him in there. So. But that's Cash Jones. All right, let's move to the next person. I got 14 guys, man. We're gonna get off these guys and do some other stuff. All right, next we got James Brockermeyer, center, Terry Lyman.
Now this 6'4", was my guy.
6'4".
They go your guy first.
Yeah, this was my gem of the whole class, because I went back and watched this and did a breakdown of him. I like his anchoring. He handles stunts pretty good. I think he has a lot of just potential. We got the right coach for him. So yeah, I definitely see him as a succession. I think he played in a pro style offense down there in Miami.
But you know,
and then I think he played good competition too. Now
he started at Alabama, transferred to TCU, didn't went to Miami. See, the thing about, I think he can play, but I think his moving around at different schools. How grounded is he? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just like I said. I think he's a good lineman, because he played at all these schools. He actually started at played some games at Alabama, played some games at TCU. Like they ended up at Miami. Played good in the national championship. That wasn't his loss. But yeah. But by him being grounded, is he grounded? Is he going to be work harder to make it at this level? So and so on, but he can play guard and center, so he's very versatile too.
I think you give him a real shot. I think he will be. I think the reason he left those places because he was trying. Well, you could probably say that too. Like, will competition drive him away? Because
that's the question right there.
Like, that's probably why he left Alabama. Now TCU, he could probably be like, he probably figured we ain't gonna go nowhere.
Right.
You
He
could
made
say
a good
that
decision
about
leaving
TCU.
TCU to go to Miami because they went to the national championship game.
Yeah.
So,
And Miami, you was gonna get some real competition. You was gonna play some real schools, and like you said, you get a chance at the national championship, which they did, and which he played in.
but one of his weaknesses, he's not a high end mover in space, and he can't struggle against explosive DTs. I mean, 3-tech DTs. So.
Now I did see him, kind of get bull rush. I watched the Senior Bowl practices and stuff of his. That's what I broke down, and he anchored pretty good. You can see he does need some more strength right there.
Okay.
You can say. When is it? Did you say we seen a good improvement out of Dahlman? What year was that? What, year 3?
Yeah, about 3 years. Yeah, his last year.
I say probably year 3 of Dahlman.
Right.
He's gotten way better. Still kind of gets bull rushed pretty good, but he's been handling it way better. I would say he's kind of Dahlman. So you give him like a good year of polishing.
Well, we do got the best O-line coaching. What's that?
And that's what I say.
Yeah, and we got a new training coach, in the weight room. So
So a little bit more strength and just a little bit more polishing. He'll be all right.
So, what's your projection of him on this team? Practice squad guy early?
No, I say he makes the 53.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm saying that for me personally because I'm not trying to lag. I don't want nobody poaching him at all. And everybody seems to want to poach. When they come to poach our players, it seems like they want to poach defensive linemen and offensive linemen. No,
that's true.
That's getting tiresome. Now you're not about to steal him. He's making it 53 because you can move either one of the two. Well, you're gonna keep Newsel as the starting for obvious kind of reasons. And then you only sign one other center, but he can be a backup guard or something like that. That's how you can play that with the roster, and have him be your second guy at the center position. Just that's how you can do it roster wise.
Like I said, all these are just discussions. So. Like I say, I did what you did. I watched that West Coast game over game. He actually played well in the national championship game. But why he was? I thought he would be drafted, but he had a low grade. He had a 6th-round grade also. So, but he ended up being a undrafted guy. So.
I mean, I think, but hey, that's what makes him a gem for us.
Exactly.
But yeah, because we have pretty much our offensive line who you think is going to start. It's going to be Jake, Bergeron, Newsel, Lindstrom, and Taylor.
Okay.
So who's the guys behind them?
That's another question about Storm North stays on this team? Or does Mike Jarrell jump to that part?
I think Mike Jarrell might stay over there on that left side. You could put him either side, I think, as a.
What about Jack Nelson?
He's practicing for that.
Exactly. We got
left side also with the guy we did draft too. the 6th round lineman.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be some competition. But Jack Nelson wasn't this regime's pick.
That's true. Plus, he was hurt last year, so yeah, he has no last year film. He was out the whole season. So yeah, he it ain't gonna hurt you to cut him because he's not gonna cost you much.
Yeah.
So. And I noticed one thing: they're getting younger, stronger players too.
Yep. So
even the free agent guy we brought in, none of those guys are old. So, all right, let's go to this next person we have. Who is that next? Kam Dewberry. I like that name. My name is Kam Dewberry.
Dewberry.
I was born in Mayberry. No, just playing. Hometown, Humble, Texas. Started at A&M, went to Alabama. 6'4". Is that Mr. White?
Yeah.
Mr. White.
What's happening?
How you doing, sir?
All right.
He's a big 6'4", 330 plus pound offensive lineman. Primary guard, they said.
Kam Dewberry.
Kam Dewberry. That's the name. Kam Dewberry.
We're gonna have some definite competition. I think this year we're gonna definitely have competition everywhere. Offensive line is gonna be a very competition spot because we did have a lot of injuries.
That's the offensive line is going to be where the competition really matters.
Yep.
That in the linebacker room, that's the two spots with the biggest. That's the biggest two competitions. I
think the linebacker room going to explain itself. Now there may be. Well, we know little egghead JD Bertrand is out of here.
We're gonna talk about it in a minute.
My bad.
You're fine. We're gonna talk about it in a minute.
I knew where that was going.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it in a minute. Just hold on a second. Hold on. Anyway, he played 32 plus games at Texas A&M with multiple starts at both guard spots. So he's a freshman All-American. So he has playing time, especially since playing in the SEC. So he had competition. So I hope he comes into this situation he has and give it his all, man. Is he going to make the team? I can say he's one of those guys that you probably see on the practice squad if they depending on how many linemen they keep on the practice squad. Plus, it's depending on how many linemen they keep on the 53.
Hopefully, nobody poaches him. Hopefully, we can get our development program going without somebody trying to poach players.
If you like him, you put.
He's a tackle.
He's a guard. He's more of a guard.
He's a guard.
Yeah. You know, Callahan loves big old guard.
So do. Yeah.
Interesting.
He's 330 plus. That's a
I'm gonna say this. It's a little hot take. But if you don't pay Bergeron and you let him walk because you have a coach like Callahan.
Well,
don't speculate on that right now.
Could this be? Well, could this be the one that makes the cut for Callahan and Bergeron moves to left tackle?
I ain't gonna talk about it because I got talked about that. I got talked to him about that last time I said that. I ain't gonna mess with that. I've been saying that. Yeah.
I mean, cause there's enough versatility. I mean, I think Bergeron should stay at right left guard myself too, but also, I mean, he's talented enough to move out there.
agree.
I mean, that was his initial position when we drafted him. It's just that he took the left guard like a dog on the bone.
Because the other mother who they had in there couldn't do it. So anyway, yeah, I've been saying that, but
Yeah.
This guy here, I don't see him as a starter yet. But like I say, I think we're gonna have some guys that are gonna develop well under Callahan.
Yep.
So we just got these. I'm gonna say this: the old lineman, if you don't develop and you don't learn anything, that means you wasn't worth it. You wasn't worth it. Because I think Callahan, I've seen the develop guys like, who the hell is this guy here? But become a Pro Bowler that first year.
Mm-hmm. He's made all pros out of some linemen.
That's what I'm saying. So come in and soak in all the information you can, man, and see where it takes you. That's all I can say about this kid right here. So, Kam Dewberry, that damn name, boy.
Dewberry.
That sound like that Barry Miss PJ was trying to get you this morning for that call.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to the next guy I got here. Riley Mahlman. How you pronounce his name?
Yeah, see, I ain't the only one.
They go that butcher.
How you pronounce his name?
Riley Mahlman.
Mahlman? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I can use that.
Mahlman.
That sounds better than what I was saying. All right.
But another offensive tackle we took out of Wisconsin, right along with Nelson. So Nelson
both sides. Both sides.
Both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, competition gonna be
6'8". God damn.
Competition is going to be thick. Because I can see Nelson moving to the right side because he even said himself he's more comfortable on the right. So I can see him moving to the right. This guy comes in and learns
the left
plays
side.
That left side.
Mm-hmm.
That whole left side might be changed out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
He's a classic Wisconsin O-lineman.
Next year,
big, physical, and battle tested. There we go.
Honestly, I think next year the whole offensive line might change because you don't have no long-term center as of right now.
Nope.
This is what they said. Go ahead.
Then you got to get Bergeron. You got to figure out what you're gonna do with paying him, or you gonna let him walk like we said. And then, what if Matthew does retire?
Now, I got this question also. Bergeron when they came in under his regime also.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What if you don't pay him? What if you just let him walk?
So, but this
I
is
mean,
what they said.
is Bergeron a Callahan type of guy?
We don't know. We got this. We're gonna have to see. That's the thing. We don't know. I don't see why not. How's that? He has a streak. But one thing I said about Callahan, he likes big old bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what they say about this cat right here. They say his height and length combos overwhelm defenders. His run blocking power moves body and create lane consistency. His anchor, he can absorb bull rush and hold his ground. And he plays both sides of the ball. And he plays through the whistle and he finish blocks. So
that boy with this
that boy tractor strong.
With a face like this, he looks like a man eater.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You got that shit on it.
Boy, I'm telling you, boy, look like he wrestled cows at the age of 6.
He nails.
He tractor strong.
Yeah, man, I got my work pail here, Dad. Let's get it. Come on, Paul.
Here come my dad unstrap the horse and pull the Cadillac himself.
Oh shit.
Shit. Instead of horses, they had him
Yeah, right.
pulling the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll
But
be
like I
all
said,
right.
he's another guy that's got a chance to make the team, or for sure, I think he can be one of those practice squad guys too. But we're gonna have so many guys get cut that probably look good in preseason.
Yeah. Actually, I think that's the reason why we're bringing so many guys in now to give Callahan a pick of the litter to make his guys, to get his guys, or have his guys, or have an idea of, or so this way the front office can have an idea of what he wants. So when they go into next year, if you want to spend a first round pick or second round picks on him, you know what to get.
Hey, Miss
And
Chrissy,
those
how you
top
doing
guys
today?
are up there.
Well, yeah. So yeah, Riley, whatever his last name is, there he is.
Riley Mahlman.
That's Sam just told you what his name was.
Mahlman.
Mahlman. He like he a Maul.
Maul's men.
Coach said he ain't taking no chances with that last name.
I'll learn it one day. Till then,
Riley the Mahlman.
Yeah. Oh.
Riley
Mahlman. That's what I'm gonna call him. Riley Mahlman.
Mammon. Mauler of men.
Yeah. Mauler of men.
Willie Mammoth.
All right, here we go. We got another cat here. His name is Vinnie. Well, what these names? What? Oh my God! They got to put him in.
Vinnie Anthony Jr.
No, he the second. It's three of them. I think.
Three of them.
I think it's three of them. If we go that way. I don't know. No, he got to be second. He's not a junior. I don't know. Anyway, him. Wide receiver from another from where? Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Kid from Louisville, Kentucky. 24 year, he had 39, 672 yards, 4 touchdowns. Senior year, which is last year, 31 receptions, 391, 1 touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. In the kickoff return yard, had a kickoff return for 95 yards. But he led Wisconsin in reception. Wisconsin's a running team anyway. So going there, I don't think he expects to get like he probably a good blocker. If he's on the team, he was blocking well.
Well, it looked like he was versatile. I mean, it looked like he was a gadget guy. Yeah. A couple of rushing touchdowns, then he kick. He looked like he returned kicks.
I think he gonna make the team by special teams. You're either your return or your punt return guy.
Yeah. He may dig his way onto the offense.
He's a vertical threat. He's explosive. 17 plus yards.
Got a lot of digging to do there.
Yeah, they say you give you a field stretcher opposite the Drake type possession receiver. So
if we put Drake in the slot, do we have somebody that's gonna go out and go deep?
That'd probably be Dotson.
Yeah, you got Dotson, you got Zacchaeus. You still got Kyle, who they might try to line up outside.
That's what I think. That, well, it worked last year at the end of the season.
And then you got Zacchaeus. I mean, you got Zachariah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of digging he gonna have to do.
Yeah. Can Casey stay healthy?
Casey gonna get cut. I ain't said that too loud. Hold on. We'll talk about it in a minute. We're gonna talk about it in a minute.
Wow.
I'm gonna put it out there before the goats can eat it up already. Anyway, we're gonna talk about it in a minute though. But my bad. But no, man, like it's another wide receiver. This wide receiver room gonna be full of a lot of folks, man. Lots of folks.
Yeah, right now you got 12 folks in there.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I think we keep 6.
Yeah, we'll talk about some more of that, man.
All right.
Let's get to this next person.
Yeah.
Malik Rutherford from Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Now, we know they went to see Georgia Tech, right? At the
Yeah.
Pro Day. Did we draft him out of from Georgia Tech at all?
Nope.
So, makes me wonder. He must look the good at that Pro Day. He wasn't drafted, but he was signed at the roster.
If you go watch his film, he looks like he kind of plays just like how Zachariah plays. How we was doing them screens with him. He was basically doing the same thing. He just wasn't breaking them. He just wasn't breaking them for touchdowns like Zachariah was. He was getting good yardage on them, but he just wasn't breaking them all the time. And you can kind of put that a little bit on the blocking of his other receivers and stuff like that too as well. Some of them times, because I'm like, he had a little bit better blocking, he's gone. But he's basically
he's not gonna be one of those stat getters. He's gonna be consistent when you catch.
He'd be one of them third down receivers come in and get you 6 or 7 yards, make first down.
Right. But they say he gets open fast. So quarterback got to be looking for him because they say he's open fast. He's actually fast. They say he's fast. So, but he reliable slot receiver. We're gonna see. Yards at the catch ability. He has that. He has that ability. And one thing we didn't have last year is a lot of yards at the catch.
Yeah, I would say like that, Drew Murphy. I would say like a Ray McLeod.
He didn't have no yards at the catch either. I guess he's a couple times. He's only 5'9", though, 170 pounds. I see him as a practice squad guy. I don't see him making the. But you got to think about this. You got to have wide receivers on that can emulate other fast wide receivers from other teams.
Yeah.
So you got to have that.
He's a scout team.
He's a scout team guy. So you got to have wide receiver right there. Plus, when your time to get called up, if he learns this playbook, you never know what's going to happen to these wide receivers. We've seen that last year. We had wide receivers going down like flies was getting stuck on a fly strip thing. So he has to be ready when they come down to doing it.
They was going down like they was hitting the fly zapper.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go until the light. Boom. There go another one.
Yeah,
There go another one.
I can see the light, Caroline.
And then somehow we just magically kept David Steele on the field.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Come on, dude.
I know, Fresh bringing up bad news.
Oh,
He just constantly stayed out there. I don't understand why.
Well, we know where's he at now?
Tampa.
Exactly.
What else do we have?
Yeah, we got 13 wide receivers on this.
We had nobody last year.
We did. They just didn't get used.
Yeah.
Or they got put off the pasture.
Look, I am not finna sit here and have a comedy clown moment. Nope.
Thank you, Fresh. We appreciate you for
not gonna do it.
But anyway, this is kid from Georgia Tech, man. Like I say, he's another, I guess it's called a practice squad player that I feel. Now we got Malcolm. This kid right here, I coached his cousin in semi-pro. His cousin, little short guy, running back kid, was strong to look at, man. So he's a Washington kid. He's from Gig Harbor, Washington, which is across the bridge from where I'm at. But let's talk about Malcolm. He's a cornerback, another cornerback, guys. Another cornerback. It's cornerback. 6'2", 190.
Yeah, he'll be one of them that come in and wreck training camp.
Like, this guy's played okay. He had one start at Akron. Played 11 games and had only one start. Say 7 tackles, 3 pass ups. He didn't have that big production, but when he was at Butte College JUCO school, he had 38 tackles, 4 interceptions, 12 pass breakup. Got playmaker of the year for the SBS. So, does that say anything? I don't know. But
Small school guy with a chip on his shoulder.
yeah, exactly.
He probably had a grade problem. Most of the time,
I'm sure he
when
did.
they go that way, when they go to the schools that he went to, they mainly have like academic problems. Really,
he started at a school called Snow College. I don't know where the hell Snow College is at, but that's
Snow
the school.
Right.
I don't know where's that, but that's the school he went to. So.
Yeah, so that's most likely
that might have been a school inside of a building that had a grocery store in it, insurance company.
They had a football field somewhere.
With a football field next to a playground behind the building.
Yeah, you had to make a homemade field goal.
Yeah.
Had the parents stand at the whole other. Stop. That ain't funny. Anyway, but like I said, he ended up in Akron, which is a small school also, but it's a school that people heard of Akron for basketball. But
right,
he went there. Like I said, he's 6'2". He has the size.
Yeah, that's not bad size.
Yeah.
Can match up with big wide receivers, so that's a good thing. 4.5 speed, that's not bad either. And he can play the outside. He's a boundary corner, so that's what he does. But also we got rid of Cadell Hodges, right?
And he
special team gunner. There you go.
Special team captain.
No, I'm talking about his position. I ain't saying he's gonna be no captain. I ain't saying that. You talking about Hodge?
I'm talking about Hodge.
Okay, yeah. But this guy can be a gunner. He has the speed. He has the size. The gunners ain't small guys. Those guys got a little height on them most of the time. So that's a possibility.
I want to see him and Drake go at it.
Yeah. Now, he can get an opportunity. He can be that guy in training camp. Like, damn, he's locking up Drake. Per se, I ain't gonna say it's gonna happen, but and get that shine. Like, damn, we can't let this guy go. We got to do something to hold on to this guy. And all these guys had that opportunity. All of them had that opportunity. But like I say, good luck to the kid, man. But a 4.5, 6'2", I mean 4.5, 4.5 speed and 6'2" corner. That's an ideal size for your cornerbacks in the pros. So I just hope he has that want to or that need to, or he just got it. He goes down and do his thing. So
we will see.
Yeah, Malcolm DeWalt, the 4th. He ain't the 5th, but he the 4th. We already had a 5th already. We already got a third on the 5th floor. We got a third on the team already too.
His school journey tells me the home situation might be kind of crowded, and he carrying a little weight.
Like I said, I know the cousin, so I'll leave it at that.
He got that chip on his shoulder.
Hey. Coming from Bremerton, because Bremerton is a Navy area, right? Like so, yeah, like I said, yeah. Okay, I go as far as I go with that. Anyway, let's go to the next person.
Wow.
Yeah. Andrel Anthony. That boy got that good hair. He got that good hair right there, boy. All right. 6'1", 185. Get up to 190. Most of them had 195. Started at Michigan, went to Oklahoma, ended up at Duke. Yeah. Cemetery. His
His
career
numbers
college.
ain't. Yeah, his numbers not nothing to write home about.
Yeah. I got this is my thing when I see undrafted guys. You showed something that somebody liked.
Right.
And these guys get looked at because he did play college. These guys get looked at not the senior year, but the years prior. So he must have done something one of these years or whatever, and made them okay.
He had to put something on tape somewhere.
Somewhere, exactly.
To get a small check to come here.
He had 20 last year at Duke. He had 26 catches, 246, 5 touchdowns. He averaged 9.5 yards a catch. Could be that,
Right.
but his production and scoring 5 touchdowns at Duke. I'm not sure what Duke looked like. I didn't watch Duke football last year. It had to be something.
Duke had somewhat of a balanced offense.
I think they ran the ball a lot because they had I think they ran the ball more, but he's a smooth. They say he's a smooth route runner. He's got natural movement in his skills, and he needs to clean. So he can separate from defenders. So, but he went to 3 schools, like the kid I talked about earlier, the center we talked about. He been to 3 different schools.
Right.
Does his commitment or does what's the word you used earlier, Fresh? Competition shies him away from things because they went to 3 different schools. So will he make the team? He could come in and wow everybody. We don't know. He could just wow the whole coaching staff. But practice squad or just a camp body, either or. I don't see him on the 53, but we don't know. Whole new Raheem probably liked him because Raheem probably liked his hair. He probably been on our team. He kept David Seals. He probably would have kept them too.
No way.
Never know.
We'd have never seen him. He would just been on the team.
On the team, yeah. Had the top wide receiver in college, and you didn't play the goddamn. What the hell was them? Okay. He going now.
You see, there it is.
He's going now. Yeah.
You need a couch, coach.
Yeah. Anyway, that's Andrel Anthony. He could be kin to what's called New York, so he ain't a kin to Canelo. So all right, let's move on to the next person. Keelan Marion, another wide receiver, return specialist. Return specialist. That's his thing. He's a returner. Like we said earlier, we may be looking for a returner because you probably don't want Zach back there.
Yep. That's what he's pretty good for.
He's good for that. And guess where he's from? The ATL.
Yeah.
However, he's another one of those kids that been to more than one school. He's been to 3 schools. Started at UConn, went to BYU, ended up at Miami. Last year he had 57 receptions, 746 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he averaged 13.1 yards a catch.
Oh yeah.
So,
The return guy from the U.
Yes. He had 1,000 plus yards last year. Well, not last year, in his kickoff return policy.
Y'all notice we got a lot of special team possibilities in camp.
Exactly.
A lot of them. Yep.
Exactly. So it's going to be interesting. I don't think he made 1, 2, 3, 4 as wide receiver. But but he could be 5.
57, close to 800 yards, couple of touchdowns, average 13 yards a catch.
And not I don't they didn't give me his return yards numbers, but his all-purpose yards last year, I'm assuming it was last year with his kick return, was over 1,000+ yards. So yeah, he's been battle tested. Playing last year with what's called, he was battle tested. So, like I said, he's an elite return man, and he's a immediate NFL special team value. He brings value to the special team. Like I said, a lot of these guys bring value to the special team, but you can be using jet sweeps and stuff. It's gonna depend, man. We got so much weapon. I guess you call it weaponry. Ammo. How's the ammo? You can use a lot of people in a lot of different ways these days, especially on the offensive side, especially on the skill position on the offensive side. We got some guys that can be used in a lot of different ways. So, what you guys feel about this cat right here, man? Is that a chance he makes it 53? Realistic.
Like I said, he's a. Would it be a lot of return? Special teams possibilities. He did some good things, in kick and punt return at Miami.
Yeah.
He was a field flipper, in returns.
Yeah.
That could be his foot in the door.
We have picked up some speed. All these guys he brought in have, especially wide receivers, just talk about the wide receivers in general, have some speed on them. Something we haven't looked at in a long time. Speed. So, with that being said, he was the last guy that I had on what's called. Like I said, I didn't do the long snapper guy. What can you say about it? I can snap the ball between my legs. That's all I can say about them. So there's not much you can say about a long snapper guy. They have a technique. It's a technique, however, but I didn't put him on my list. We brought in 15 undrafted guys. But I did forget to write one guy in there, another cornerback, Nayland Green, kid that started at Georgia, went to Purdue, ended up in Arizona. I think what it was. He has a camp invite. That's another cornerback, guys, that probably has an upside that you probably can hide on the practice squad. Who probably can wait their time. But then again, his commitment to competition wasn't the greatest because you left Georgia, dude. You could just raid it around. You probably would have been a drafted this year. So that's what I say about that. Now, out of these guys that we mentioned, who had a strong chance? I'm gonna give you my first guy. Has a strong chance to make this roster. This 53 out of these undrafted guys. Miss Pam, I did not leave Malik Rutherford out.
No,
I talked about him. You was too busy to read Dre Murphy's post. Let's play with Miss PJ. No, I talked about Malik, Miss PJ. I did talk about it.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about it. But yeah, he has a chance. He has a chance because Go ahead, Fresh.
Oh no, I was agreeing.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say one. I said it earlier. Cass Jones. I think he's gonna be a special team ace.
Cash money.
So and we're gonna get a $sign thing like Kirk Cousins had and say Cass Jones.
Wow.
I've been holding. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been holding that for the whole weekend. I've been holding that boy. Anyway, it's out there. But anyway, yeah, I think Cash Jones
been letting that thing marinate.
Yeah, I've been letting it hold on for a little while. But he's my number one guy. I feel gonna make the season.
Mine's is James Brockmeyer.
Brockmeyer, the center. Okay. We got some guys, man. It's gonna be interesting.
You know what? I'm gonna say that corner that we talked about. I think he's gonna surprise some people.
Yeah, 6'2", yeah. Oh, Malcolm DeWalt.
Yes,
the
DeWalt.
Fourth.
The fourth.
So,
may the fourth be with you.
What about you, OG? Anybody you think possible?
About this kid?
Any one of them. Which one of these positions? Give me a position you think out of these practice squad, not the undrafted guys that had the chance.
The Georgia Tech kid and this kid, I believe, will have some inside tracks. The Akron kid, I feel like he might be one that will make life miserable for decision makers during training camp.
Yeah, possible. But let me ask you guys a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all think it's kind of weird that there was no DTs brought in?
No, because of what we did during free agency and the one of our last draft picks. You know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think they feel their card for them not necessarily have to go, deep at that position.
Right. But bringing
what I'm saying? Mason Smith, Hand, then the kid we drafted from Washington, Right. So it's going to be a lively defensive camp, I tell you that.
How y'all feel about them bringing in 5 undrafted wide receivers, though?
It was like 7 or 8 wide receivers.
No, I'm talking. We brought in 7. We brought in 5 undrafted.
Yeah,
that's a lot. Wide receivers undrafted that we brought in. You already had what? Yeah, 15 on the roster, 13 on had 8 already. That's a lot. He brought in more than any other position. Well, did he bring some old linemen in also? He brought a lot of old linemen in here also.
You drafted one, you traded for one, you signed one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You did some work. You brought in a lot of explosive guys who are very explosive.
Mm-hmm.
So what that say about the offense? Are we passing or are we running the ball? Which one?
Running through the 6 with my woes.
Or are they trying to just go balance?
We're definitely gonna run the ball. I mean, that is no secret. I think they're looking to put competent weapons in place in the skill positions, especially slot. Like having gadget guys that could, end arounds, bubble screens,
right.
Things of that nature. I mean, it's definitely no doubt. There are going to be some defensive guys around the league that probably lose their job because of this offense.
Speed kills. All right. Out of this 3, what you got? Okay. People don't usually ask this question. What kind of grade do you give this undrafted class? If you had to give him a grade, what would this grade be?
I mean, just on the strength of probing to field special teams, and you know, nickel strategies, B minus.
I give it a C plus.
That's what I was saying. I was saying the same thing because sometimes, well, I guess because it's the bias part of it. When you pick up undrafted guys, you want somebody you know in there.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know none of these guys. You know what I'm saying?
One.
So you're right. We know one.
Cash Jones.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones with his dollar sign.
Well, Cash Jones, Brandon Frazier from Alabama, Rutherford from Tech. Yeah. The return from Miami.
I'm talking about high profile. Well, Cash is high profile because he played at Georgia. We all that's why I said Cash. He's high profile.
I guess I'm just naming the kids that I saw play.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have liked the Dylan Bell. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too. Did he get drafted in? Or was he undrafted?
He got free agent.
He got undrafted.
Nah, he didn't get drafted.
He got drafted.
Yeah, I wanted Mr. Everything.
I'm going to go back to one more person on this undrafted list and ask what the chances he has to make this team, being that number 3 guy. Jack Strand, the quarterback.
I still think it's a good chance.
I mean, like you said, save $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Save me $1 million. Or you can keep him on the practice squad and trade Simeon off. Somebody get hurt.
True that.
And then bring him up.
We gotta add this.
You got to develop. I think they're gonna try to develop him. I actually think they will. So
yeah, that's the common plus side of having a very experienced laden coaching staff that was been put together this year. There's the ability and the want to and the know-how of development.
okay. All right. Let's go to the next question I have. Biggest impact going forward from the draft picks. Who's going to have the biggest impact? Player wise. Which player is going to have the biggest impact going forward?
I'm gonna say Zach.
Zach?
Defensive wise, I'm gonna go with Daniels.
Okay. What about you?
I think the easiest answers would be Zach or Terrell, but I'm with Fresh. I'm gonna go with the young man from Oklahoma, the Daniels.
If I take one of the obvious answer, I say I'm gonna go both Perkins and Daniels. Then
I'm going Perkins for sure.
Both of them. That's my two. Then I'll leave Zachariah out of it.
Zach's gonna be Zach.
Yeah,
he's already NFL ready. I can just by his response, by his way he speaks. Playing at Georgia, you already NFL ready, supposedly. That's just the norm going.
Without a doubt.
That's the norm.
The way they practice, it is.
So.
Yeah, I mean, because you could see us doing some ignorant shit like lining Bijan up in the slot and Zach in the backfield, just on some disrespectful shit.
Yes.
Yep.
We got to watch this little meat going. Yeah. You're gonna catch hell.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I like I said, I feel Perkins for sure. He's gonna be the, I guess they can call it the steal of the draft. And
without a doubt,
he drops so far.
Yeah.
Now you have that off him. Y'all made a mistake. I'm about to prove you guys you effed up. That's gonna be his mindset. And you can play him in so many different positions.
Mm-hmm.
You can put him in the middle, you can put him on the edge. We know he can cover. We've seen that already. So
him and Daniels.
yeah. But Daniel kind of big now. I don't think he probably can get some tight ends, maybe some running backs, but you can put Perkins on a wide receiver though.
You should see Daniels safety.
His safety film,
Safety film.
Yeah.
He still kind of plays the same at the same speed. I think he can get out there and still cover. I wouldn't want to put him against
242 boy. Ooh.
I wouldn't want to put him against number one receivers and things of that nature.
True.
Of course not.
He probably can handle somebody out the slot a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
So, but I think they're gonna use Perkins as that edge guy. Just you're gonna be having that sending edge people just constant. Because he got number 56, y'all. That's his number he having this year. They gave him number 56. He has number 56. That's gonna be Perkins' number. I think Zach got what 14. I think that's the number Zach.
No, he
14
got
or 17. 17.
He got 17.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's and AJ brother got 12. Right? 12.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the numbers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting.
Very interesting.
And another surprise is gonna be the kid they brought from Washington. They say
Rook's old number.
Oh yeah, did they
you know what? They so disrespectful.
Yeah, but that number. That 98 ain't successful.
And then Daniel got 53.
Hey, that 98 comes with somebody's grandma.
Oh my Lord! Should have just kept that number. Kept that number buried. But no, man. These guys, yeah. Daniel's gonna be hell. So with Daniel coming in, is he gonna overtake Troy?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't want to feel alone.
Can Troy stay healthy? That's the question.
Troy wasn't drafted by this
To
regime.
me, Troy, Troy is in the same boat. He has to prove himself. This is the whole regime.
Yeah.
But
you've been hurt.
I still think he got a chance to be one of those guys that makes the team. I think Troy still has a chance. I'm not saying get rid of him.
As long as they keep him off for special teams, he can make the team.
That maybe you don't think he can be maybe you don't think he's gonna be a player.
But that's where he got hurt at.
True indeed. Move on to the next one. Not taking a D line. Do we have enough to move on without taking a D lineman?
Yes.
So you think the guys we have right now, which are, let me see what I got the process right here. D lineman right now. This is what we have for D lineman. I'm gonna give you this is the 4-3 D lineman I'm talking about. All these guys right here. You got Zach, Mason, Dorless, Han, London, Chris Williams. Those are your first 6. Then you have Elijah Garcia, Carlos Allen, Arian Thompson, and Ben Steele. Now, are we keeping 7 or are we keeping 6? Because Arian Thomas won't make it if we keep him 6.
I say we keep 6. Somebody going to the practice squad.
It has to be. I don't think Thomas will survive the practice squad.
I think he would.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what happened in preseason. If he's causing havoc in the preseason,
yeah, he won't make it. You might see London go back to that practice squad.
I don't think London going back down. London said that practice squad don't make enough money I ain't going back. I ain't going back to no more, boss. What about Chris Williams?
Yeah, well, he can go to practice squad.
Or get cut.
One of the two.
So, yeah. So it's gonna be interesting right there on that part of the D line. Competition gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be comp everywhere.
Crazy.
Competition is going to be everywhere.
Now going back to linebackers, that's edge guys and so on and so on. It's all considered linebackers. Is this right? I'm sorry. Is this not? Is this linebacker room better?
Yes.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I agree.
Man, do we really need to say the name?
Don't you talk about D'Angelo?
No. I ain't talking about Forrest Gump. No, I'm not talking about him. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
I got a question. They brought this guy in. I just happen to see on this roster right here. His name is C.J. Nunelli, the fourth. Y'all ever heard this guy before?
C.J. Nunelli.
He's on the what's called now. He's a undrafted guy. I wonder if he one of the guys that no, he can't be. I don't recall him.
Is he an international guy?
No, I think he was on the list. He was
on the undrafted list. Yeah, he's an undrafted guy. I didn't see his name unless I totally. Well, anyway, he ain't got no picture anyway, so I don't know who the hell he is. He came from Purdue, 6'2", 265.
Yeah,
outside linebacker.
Oh.
I didn't see him on my list. I guess I overran him then. Well, CJ Nunelli, you gonna be a practice squad guy, or you won't be on a team either. So I'm just saying.
Maybe.
All right. Hey man, I ain't butchering it. I just said the way I seen it. I am a brother, man. I am blood. Yeah, you know, we got names. We pronounce names the way we see them. Right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Do we pronounce names the way we see it?
That's what I do.
You have to pronounce it like it's spelled.
That's what I just did. Nunelli.
That was a butchered rocky road right there.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, this roster, we got a lot of folks in this roster. And a lot of people can get cut. So, talking about cutting, I'm gonna give you my 4 guys I see going.
Cut it.
Y'all ready for this? Say it again.
He got the cutting.
You got the cutting.
Most of these guys are from the defensive side of the ball.
Oh boy.
Not surprised.
Yeah. First one. Joe Clark Phillips.
I can see it.
I mean, who can't see that coming?
What has he done in the last few years? He hasn't started a game in 2 years.
What have you done?
And he didn't play last year.
No, nowhere.
I don't think he played the year before neither.
He played it that year. He played like the first couple games, then he lost his job. So he played a little bit. He played the first 2 games, then he didn't see no what to that. All right, that's my first guy. The next guy, Sam, don't cuss me out. Braylon Trice. 2 years. 2 years. Haven't touched the field. Didn't come in with his regime. So
I'm not gonna put last year on him. I'm gonna put that on the dummy express of the previous coaching regime.
I hear you. But
but I mean, in the back of my mind, slightly, I wouldn't be surprised if he is let go.
Practice squad, maybe. He still have practice squad as
I mean, my thing of it is just looking at it. Well, wasn't he a 2nd round pick?
3rd round. 3rd.
I think I think they give him a chance from that perspective. I mean, any updated reports have not been negative on him. You know what I'm saying? Since the changeover, so I think his audition is gonna be training camp and preseason. If he survives preseason, I mean, that maybe. I think if they're out on him, he may be preseason week 1 and out.
Okay. All right. Next one. Everybody's favorite. You ain't got to mention his name. Y'all know who that is.
Go ahead, T1000.
No. I don't see that.
No.
Your favorite. Mr. Big Head himself. JD Bertrand.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. His shit already packed.
A little too earlier, Coach. Yep.
Yeah.
His shit already packed.
You.
Now, JD, I was listening to somebody that was talking about his numbers from last year.
Got to cut it.
Terrible. Atrocious. Terrible.
Shit, all you gotta do is look at his film package to know his shit is already packed.
You gotta look at one game, Miami.
Oh my God!
All the game shit. All his game was terrible.
Oh my God!
Miami was abusing that man. They was literally going after him.
Yeah, literally. Whether it was running or passing, you are the weakest link.
Every time he came back every time they came off the field, that's when we had the best plays on defense. Every time he come back on the field, they go right after him.
He's back, y'all. Go right there. But have you noticed what the Falcons have done this year? They've brought in guys that can man that middle in passes.
Yes.
Every one of those guys they brought in can man that middle when they come down the pass.
Yep.
So JD.
Mm-hmm.
Sayonara. I think that's the right word to use. But bye.
Sayonara, sucker.
So in my last guy, it's on the offensive side though. Casey Washington.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could throw CJ Henderson in there too. Cut his ass too.
I'm gonna do the cornerback by himself. That's a whole nother ballpark. Right there. The cornerback though. So what all those guys that I just named, most of them have in common?
They barely even played or shown anything.
What else?
They're not from this regime.
That's true. I'm gonna give you another. They always drafted in 24.
Mm-hmm.
Who else did we let go this early in the year? Who would he trade for the first time? Rook.
I mean, that was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, he was getting thrown out the club and run defense. Shit.
So we can say that 24. That 24 class was almost like ass. Can we say that?
Dirty nuts.
Yeah.
Dirty nuts. What the?
God damn. They just dragging on the floor, ain't they?
No. Hey, them things they be sitting in the back of those car hatches that be dragging the crowd driving down the road.
Yeah.
Hog nuts.
But yeah, so those are 4 guys. Who you guys can see cut besides those 4 I just said? Y'all see anybody else? I know who you said. You already said your buddy CJ here.
You already said mine.
Who else you can see, Sam?
For getting cut.
Yeah, not making
Tatum, Channing Tatum. I mean, not
I
Channing
don't. You know what? I'm gonna say no.
Special teams.
I'm gonna say no. Now, Channing Tindall this is just my own speculation. His position depends on what they do with Troy. His position depends on what they do with Troy.
So he got a potential of getting cut then.
He has the potential of getting cut. He has the potential of getting cut. I hate to say that.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe?
I don't think so. I think Kobe has an inside track. I mean, they threw him to the Wolves last year.
Kobe's gonna jump Clark Phillips here.
He responded.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, I don't want that to happen. I want to keep Kobe. Let's make that.
I think Kobe stays. I think Kobe has an inside track to earn to have a deal on the 53.
I do too. I see. He's gonna take Clark Phillips' spot.
Right.
A surprise cut.
Go ahead.
That could be him. I think he'll be a surprise cut if that happens.
Who, Kobe?
Yeah.
How do y'all feel Darnell Holmes gonna fit in?
I think he's just a camp body. He can probably be cut.
Practice squad.
I don't think he's eligible no more. Ain't he a little older?
Is he? I'm not sure. I don't know how old he is.
Let me see. He's 27. No, he still can go. He only been in the league, what, 26 years? Well, maybe not. I think he has passed his what's called. Well, like I say, preseason will be very, 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 very important. For a lot of these cats, man. Now, I got one more person. I want to do the cornerback. What about Natron Brooks?
I mean,
his niche was special teams, and dime packages. I think it depends on his relationship. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
They did just re-sign him.
I was gonna say that they did re-sign him, but you watch last year's film. He kind of got abused when he got out there, and we didn't see him no more.
But he did make plays, and they did count.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, damn if you do, damn if you don't. New regime, new everything. But he's familiar with Brick's defense though. So
that is true. Yeah, he is familiar.
I think with the pieces we got, he'll probably be
the last guy to make it.
Yeah, he might be the last guy making it.
Okay. Anyway, we get to the end of the show. You guys get your questions in here. If you got something in there, man, get them in there. But I got one question for the panel. I think Ann already know what the question I'm going to ask. Now, this is about the new guy we just brought in, Zach Branch. I don't know you first, second, third, bro. Zachariah Branch.
He said, "Coach is funny." He said, "I don't know if you first, second, or third." You not just.
We got these 1, 2, and 3s on the team, man. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We got a lot of 1s, 2s, and 3s, and 4s, and 5s. We got a 5. We had a 5. He gone now. But anyway.
Oh, man.
Can Zachariah Branch rise to the level of popularity, but not the status of these players, but can he rise to the excitement level of a Mike Vick or Julio?
Yes.
Give me your thoughts, chat. Can he rise to that type of energy level to have that excitement level of those guys? You know how excitement Michael Vick was. We know that when Mike Vick got the ball, it was like a ooh moment. When Julio caught the ball, it's a ooh moment. When Zach catch the ball, are we gonna still have that ooh moment? Like a Bijan level.
I think we will, for the simple fact he got the Georgia star power behind him because he
Good
went
point.
there. So those fans are already going to cheer just him making a play, just catching a regular pass. Him catching, they gonna hype it up already.
I agree.
This is gonna be off grip. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I am. Oh, you see that? That too. He gonna catch a 2-yard pass. I'm like, yeah, that's him. Yeah. I'm gonna hype it up.
Hey, as long as he don't go off the field as he catch the ball and talk about next play.
Yeah.
As long as he don't do that.
Yeah. But I think he does. I think my excitement is gonna more so for me personally. I think my excitement is gonna come from seeing him run all the routes. Versus just seeing him run the bubbles and stuff like that. Like I didn't see you do that. Now I want to see you
do the USC thing. They had you at USC.
Yeah. When you was running real routes and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
they had him running real routes at USC.
So
not just gadget routes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready to see that part.
Bring it back to the bottom of the map.
I think he can. Definitely, especially if we keep him for long term and we re-sign him. Yeah,
I didn't know the kid won a junior Olympic track thing. I didn't know he won it. He's been fast all his life.
Yeah, that boy fast
all his life.
You right, Southside Show is best 3-yard curl he ever had. Yeah. Cooked you on it too.
He gonna listen. It's gonna be so exciting seeing him and Bijan just test the ball like, oh man, poof. So Atlanta Falcons are going to become that team that everybody gonna be playing on Madden.
Oh yeah. They're definitely fit to become a big Madden team.
So
he's gonna be a better version of Tyler Gabriel.
A better version of Tyler.
Taylor.
He's gonna be a better version of Taylor Gabriel. He's a better route runner.
He's that.
And his ability to get in space, and get to open space with the ball, is going to be the monumental difference in collapsing defenses.
He's one of those guys. If you catch the ball on the sideline and he's running down the sideline, you try to angle him, you're not going to catch him.
No, you're not.
No. He showcased that a couple of times.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Even better, he's going to be our version of Deshaun Jackson.
What about that? What about a version of Tyreek?
That's what I say.
Is he that fast?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If Tyreek,
because I thought about that, but I was just like, cheetah.
If Tyreek's a cheetah, he's a cheetah little brother.
Greyhound.
Yeah, Greyhound. No, he one of those race horses.
Okay.
Did y'all hear the story he told about his first day at practice when he caught the ball at Georgia?
Yeah,
they ran out of bounds.
And Kirby said, "We don't do that here.
We don't do that here. We don't do that here." He said, "Huh?"
Hey, I can see that. That's funny though. Nah, go out there and get hit. You gonna get hit.
You gonna get hit.
Ain't
no what made it funny is Kirby he made that into a joke about everybody.
Yeah.
All right. You doing exactly. You doing exactly
right. Yeah.
And that's why I've been watching. I think about after I learned that. I see why the guy that Georgia always finna try to knock you over.
Yeah, he ain't.
Georgia guys didn't run out of bounds. You notice that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I see why. It's a damn coach.
Hey, you better not run your ass out of bounds. We don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
Right.
Hey. Like, damn, coach, we supposed to be practicing. Nah, get your head.
That's the problem. Georgia practices the game. That's their problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh man. Well, he need to tell the DBs they need to practice harder in practice because these past couple of seasons them boys been getting cut.
Savannah Square got a question here, sir. Is it really going to be a true quarterback competition?
I don't think so. I think they have a plan. I think that Tua is gonna play to start. I mean, because everybody has echoed the sentiment that there is no accelerated timetable for Penix.
Right.
He's not gonna see any action until he's 100%. And then, I mean, again, you want, you know what I'm saying, your future to be ready. I think this season, Tua is gonna play this season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People gonna make everything out there, which they already have, but you have to understand, you want your future to be set. You don't want anything to get in the way of that. That means Penix going completely through all parts of rehab. That everything's healed. That may mean sitting out 26.
Or could you see a 2-quarterback scheme? Never been done.
I wouldn't want that. But you only have a 2-quarterback scheme if you have 2 different type of quarterbacks. You kind of got the same one. Both lefties. Both of them got nice releases. Both of them pretty accurate. One's arm's bigger than the other, though. That's the biggest difference between the two. And one has way more experience and way more playing time.
True.
I agree.
It worked at Alabama, although there was 2 different guys. You're right. Yeah. So, but it, unlike the past you've seen, when Kirk was struggling, they never did put Penix in. You remember? You know what I'm saying? So, if a quarterback's struggling, you have a backup plan on the bench. Come on, man, go take over. They learning the same thing. Like you said, they're the same quarterbacks. Possibility. It's just a possibility. I can see it. I can see it happening. If somebody's struggling, man, go relieve him. Mm-hmm. It's like a baseball game. Go to the bullpen. You go finish this game out. So, never seen it before in professional, but you never not try nothing. You never know how it works. So that's just my point.
I mean, you brought in a competent backup in Trevor Siemian.
That's true.
And I'm just saying, you complete your quarterback room. You have a backup for the backup. You have a backup plan for the backup plan.
True. You're right. Let's see.
I mean, I think Penix is our future going forward. And I think in order for that future to happen, he has to get completely healthy, all the way healed. And I think that means Tua playing this season.
You know what I found out also about Penix?
Mm-hmm.
What they did in this surgery, I don't know how true this is, but somebody say they would just clean up the stuff that Washington and those guys didn't do.
I mean, which could have been a absolute fact.
It wasn't a complete tear. It was more like a cleanup, a fully repair.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not squatting after having a knee thing. You understand what I'm saying? You're not. He was already squatting. So Yeah, I don't know where that's going. Why they brought Tua in? Smart move, because like I said, it's a competent backup. However the way they go. So, but yeah, it's going to be a very.
I don't think you bring a Tua in if you're leaning on Penix to what I'm saying to play this season.
Right. Personally, I think you with the Tua thing, it's not a bad move, regardless of the fact if you was thinking of bringing him in, because you was going to need a competent backup, regardless of the fact, because you was letting Kirk Cousins go, and Tua wasn't going to cost you nothing.
$1.3 million. You can't pass that up if you have opportunity.
Yeah. So with that being said, it doesn't hurt you if you wanted to play Penix. About me personally, I would rather just wait to see when he's ever
healthy.
Whenever he's healthy, then you let him compete. Until then, let him sit down. He'll be able to sit back and see how the offense is supposed to be ran. And not only that, Tua has already mentioned, and this came out of his mouth himself, he's okay with mentoring. So that's something else.
Because you have everything that Penix didn't have last season, from staff to the quarterback room. You have, a competent quarterback coach in Pelt. Callahan, who's been a head coach, who's been an offensive coordinator, who's, it could help guide you from an offensive line perspective. And you have a veteran quarterback that is willing to help you, along with the guy, El Presidente.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
So being the mentor, now, not the Falcons. Let's go to how the hell Kirk going to mentor the number 1 draft pick? I'm trying to figure that point out. It's like
I think they should penalize them and take away a pick. He told that Mendoza was coming there, so yeah, they need to penalize him.
Yeah, but so
now y'all know that only happened because we Atlanta.
No, that was more than media because they didn't want they didn't want Kurt to come out here. But anyway, any more questions? He said, as long as Tua don't look like his little brother.
Yeah,
right.
He's funny.
That's hilarious.
All right. So, but anyway, man, overall, what the Falcons have done in this off season has been one of the best I've seen in years. And I've been watching the Falcons for a long time. They brought in what they do. What this is? Oh, okay. I got another subject that I ain't thinking about talking about. What do y'all feel about all this scouting department move and all this stuff move? Is these are Terry guys that Terry got some information from and spread it around to everybody else? That's why they getting released and all this stuff.
Nah, this is the finishing of your rebuild in your front office.
But these are a lot of these top scouts now. I think Terry brought in a couple of those scouts with him. I don't think they always been in Atlanta. So when they feed in Terry information, Terry, they man, what's going on? Then Terry started telling people this is what the Falcons looking at. Because we got some people I thought we may win that got taken early. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of strange that these, especially the scouting department people that are like leaving.
No, I don't think that. Me personally, I think these were people that was already supposed to be in the building, but since they were somewhere else and they was already in the midst of doing their job, like scouting for the other teams and stuff like that.
Okay, I get
that. They came after the draft.
Gotcha.
And stuff like that. You know,
they all have worked with Ian. That's the thing.
Yeah. So I think Ian was already in talks, and they was already they was already in the middle of off season pretty much.
Okay.
Because you remember how long it took us to higher end and
Right.
stuff like
Gotcha.
that for him to do all
Gotcha.
that. So
Okay, I see
everybody's
it.
already in a off-season plans. So now that pretty much the off-season ended with the front office, kind of in a sense, now those people can make their moves in daily rounds again. And it's back to like the off season for the players and coaches pretty much now.
Right. Okay, I get that now. As I think about it, yeah, they was in the middle of the what's going. Okay, I get that. So you know what's kind of funny? I wonder, are those guys going up there with the coach who just got hired? No, he's a DC. Did he get a full-time job? No, he got a DC job. Okay, never mind. But anyway,
homie the clown ain't got no power to hire nobody like that. No front office.
Yeah. But Matt Ryan, man, he's changed his whole front office and everything.
Yeah, that's good.
El Presidente.
Get that Rich McKay stank up out of here. That's what OG True say. That stench up out of here, man. Come on, man.
Falcons make the playoff. Ian Cunningham will get exec of the year.
Yeah,
I can. And make the playoff. Chaos and Fancy may get another coach of the year. 3.
Three.
All three of y'all.
So there's a chance.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't trust the league to recognize anything that Atlanta does.
They will have no choice.
Now, I'm sorry. I don't.
Listen, there's a good possibility of a few things happening. You know, especially if this team. Let's just hypothetically say we divisional, maybe conference championship. Mess around and beat the ceiling for this season. You cannot ignore that.
You can't.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It
Yes,
depends
you can.
on.
Yes,
I
you
was
can.
gonna say it was going to depend on how we got to the playoffs and stuff. How did we look in games? And
Yeah. I again hypothetically, 11, 12, or 13 wins, if that is a situation.
Yeah.
And Tua, you know what I'm saying, has an out-of-body experience at quarterback. Along with, you know, Bijan being Bijan in this offense. And this defense, let's just hypothetically, 70 or so sacks.
Yeah.
You know, even up the ante on the turnovers, because we was one of 3 teams that created a turnover in every game last year.
Yeah.
25 or 30 created turnovers. You're not going to be able to ignore that. And then you talk about all the moves that have been made at this point that exercises the demons on that. You're not going to be able to ignore. As much as you want to, you will not be able to ignore that.
I say the only way they deflect from that is they're like, oh, well, this team was already put together and such like that. He just came in and did this.
You know they gonna have their spin machine working. You know that.
That's my point, Sam. They already have a
Predetermined.
Yeah. So I don't believe that they're going to automatically, credit anything Atlanta does. I don't until they actually do it. I don't believe it.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah,
man.
It is.
It's gonna be exciting. So, like I said, the ceiling to me right now, it's getting to that big game, NFC Championship for sure. But the floor is just winning the South and making the playoff. That's my floor.
That's it. That's it. That's all I want.
If teams struggle to run the ball against us, it's going to be trouble.
That's true.
It's going to be trouble.
If we can stop the run, we're going to win If we could stop the run last year, we would have won more games.
If our third down defensive percentage gets up around anywhere between 47 and 51%, okay. All right. That means our offense is getting the ball a lot.
As well as staying healthy too. So
yes.
That's another caveat that we got to work.
Yeah, I mean, can
the
football guys bless us? Said with not having to deal with a major injury, just a little bit.
Or maybe they since they putting grass in the stadium, maybe it can wipe away some of that voodoo in there and put that turf back in there. So.
Better yet, hopefully the football guys got us the right damn coach. Shit.
I'm just saying
that too. That's very important.
Saying because I keep going over this. What was brought in on the offensive side of this staff, and I'm just like, can you ask for anything better?
I got a. Just hold on to it there.
Mm-hmm.
Is Todd Monken the racist too? I'm just curious.
I mean, Kevin, if he's racist, he must. I mean, he's secret. He got his secret kept because this whole draft class was black.
Now, So Shador, they talk about. I see something about trading Shador because Deshaun Watson's looking good and it's a little so on. So is it going to be Todd Monken's gonna start getting the criticism because Shador ain't going to be the starter now? I'm just curious. And they talk about this, and they're still not talking about trading Dylan Gabriel. What's up with that?
The Browns saying they're not trading him.
That's what I'm saying. So did that make the new head coach racist too?
I don't understand how.
Only Stefanski.
So
I don't understand it. I mean, his quarterback room don't got no parts of it white.
People are consistently going to ignore the elephant in the room of this situation.
I was just wondering.
Shador is getting the negativity he's getting because of who his daddy is. A lot of people in a lot of places have hated that man who is his father for many a fucking moon.
But is it the organization that's hating him?
There's a possibility.
But
I mean, there may be an agenda in taking him and putting him there and putting every obstacle that you could possibly put in front of him to hold him down.
But could it be the player though? But could it be the player though?
They might want Dion to Coach Prime to come coach for them, and he been turning everybody down.
That could be a possibility, but what does it? Could it be the player? Is okay? Is Shador that elite? Is he that guy? Honestly,
I mean, he's a growing guy in this league, just like anybody else.
True indeed. I'm not.
Talented. Yeah, you give him the opportunity. You let him earn the opportunity, and as he progresses, you know what I'm saying. I mean,
I get that.
If you're listening to some of them guys in that locker room over there, I mean, I don't think they're being pushed to say anything good about this kid.
So there's 31 other teams. I'm just going to put it out there. There's 31 other teams out there. The year he was drafted, there was several teams that needed a quarterback. Did he do enough on tape? Did he do enough on tape? Not because who his daddy is, or that he had Travis Hunter. I'm gonna put it out there. that he was that much better than all the quarterbacks that
He,
was out there?
he was consistent from Jackson State to Colorado. He was consistent as a quarterback.
Consistent as in at
I
Jackson
mean,
State.
from Jackson State to Colorado. I mean, look at the numbers.
I get the numbers. I get the number. I do. He put up great numbers. However, at Jackson State, you brought in guys that was considered D1 type guys. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
All right.
And I had a front row seat at Jackson State.
Oh, he played great at Jackson State.
Yeah, I had a front row seat. My niece was there in the band. I went to a lot of those games.
Which I get that. I'm not knocking. I'm just saying his level of play. He put up numbers. We've seen a lot of quarterbacks that put up numbers. For instance, that Pava guy, the kid from Vanderbilt, he put up some good numbers. He put up great numbers. He was a Heisman finalist.
And didn't get drafted.
He did get drafted.
I'm still questioning that.
Okay. Now let's go back a year. Let's go back a year before. Let's call him put a Heisman numbers also. Right or wrong?
Who?
Shador. He put up the numbers that was close to Heisman numbers to the degree. But only certain people are questioning why he got drafted so late. Who was better, Pavia or Shador? Yeah, I'm just diving a little bit. Who was better? Who had a better? You understand what I'm saying? Who was better?
You would say Pavier's competition was better versus his competition.
So we both in agreement. Pavia should have been drafted, right? We all can say Pavia should have been drafted somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But nobody's feeling that kind of way about that. He got picked up and he actually got a contract, a nice little contract. So now let me finish. Let me finish. Could it have been that bravado that he was putting out there? Like somebody we're talking about now? Could it be that bravado that they didn't like?
Yeah, that's what I think it was.
That's what it is. So you have to humble yourself. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, right? The NFL is an opportunity because everybody don't make the NFL.
Of course, they was mad at Shador because he smiled in their face at all day, and kept saying, "I'm gonna do whatever I have to do." You know what I'm saying, to earn my way. You know, and the powers that be really didn't like it for who he is and who his daddy was. I mean, if that was anybody else that had that journey that Shador had. Are we having this conversation?
Well, we just said Pavia did. He's in the same conversation, right? You see what I'm feeling? The point I'm making is it's the opportunity. He wasn't humble. We all can agree he wasn't humble.
Who wasn't humble?
Hold on, let me finish. It took last year to humble him when he didn't get that opportunity. It took last year for him to get humble. He's humble now because he's like, damn, I got to do more. So, like I said, all this blame went to Stefanski. Maybe he went to what's called. Supposedly, there was an opportunity that he didn't show up for some of these training sessions. When you're stepping into a new position, you gotta go kiss a little booty sometime, right or wrong. You have to. He was talented. Was he the best guy on that team last year? I'm gonna say yes for the quarterback wise. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm not taking anything for Shador. But the humble, sometimes you got to humble yourself and just sit back and let things play out. And he's doing that now. And he didn't speak ill of Stefanski. He never heard anything bad come that get mouth about this coaching staff. This is more of people, because of who his daddy was, they think he should have got a pass. That's all this is. It's based on who his daddy was, and that what you're seeing in Colorado and so on and so on. The kid only been coached by his dad, guys. Nobody else, ever. And because of that, people thought he should just walk in and just got the job. I hate to say it. That's what people thought. So, putting him,
Sanders family hate because they ran his brother out the league on some bullshit.
His brother should never went to his dad. His brother should have stayed at South Carolina. I'm gonna put it out there. When Shedeur was at South Carolina, Shedeur was a better football player. He went down to Jackson. I'm gonna put it out there. We can say a lot of things. I love Deion like everybody else do, but when you coach your kids, your expectations is a little different. I coached my son, but I didn't coach my son that way. When my son was on my team, I let the other coach him because I didn't want to influence him the way I thought how he should have been. So when you have full control of your kids and you're coaching your kids all these years, man, you have a certain perspective of how you were in the pros. You can't coach your kids like you was coached. Like you see what I'm saying? It's different.
I get it, Coach.
You know what I'm saying? I want Shedeur to be successful. I like the kid. I think Shedeur has a lot of talent. I think Shedeur can be great. But I just don't want people to think that he should have just automatically got that job. That's just me. So that's my right.
I don't think he automatically. I mean, it should have been given to. I think he earned it. He played better than Tyler Gabriel, straight up, and we all saw that.
Oh yeah, he played better than them. Yeah, and I'm not saying he did not, but people thought that he was done wrong. Shedeur was drafted after Gillen. That's what I'm saying. They both looked shitty in preseason. I'm gonna say that they both looked shitty in preseason. So what Scott did? He went down the list. That's what Stefanski did. He went down the list. Shedeur came up at the end of the season. Shedeur played well at the end of the season. Shedeur finished the season in his order of where they came in at. You guys get what I'm saying? Sometimes everybody can't be a Russell Wilson. Everybody can't be a Tom Brady. So that's all I'm saying, man. Like I say, I have no feeling against Shedeur, but I just thought, being humble and waiting your chance, waiting your turn. Now they're talking about Deshaun Watson look better than he does in practice. I don't know. I'm not in Cleveland. So we just got to see, man. I just had to put that out there because I have the head coach here now. And like you said, everybody drafted with some brothers. If he's racist, it's very hidden. Your GMs, Anyway, we off that second. Shedeur. Now I gotta go. Was this good? Thank you, Savannah. If Deion wins Shedeur's daddy, does Shedeur get the same chance?
I think he gets an even better opportunity. I think he is given the resources and chance to, to progress better than that entire situation of last year.
Well, I got a question. We talking about in college or in the NFL?
In college.
Okay, so does he go the same route that he did go to Jackson State and then Colorado.
Was Shador a highly recruited player? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
I'm not high school. His
I
Shiloh
don't think
was.
so.
Shiloh was.
Shiloh was, yeah. I don't know if Shador was.
I'm just curious. Was Shador highly recruited? So his path was driven by what? His daddy's success. I'm not saying it's true. I don't know. I don't know how his recruiting war was. Because Dion left the high school that he built and so on and so on to go coach at Jackson State. So it's a lot of stuff. Like I say, I think Shiloh could have probably been a good quarterback. Just imagine Shiloh wasn't coached by his dad. So it's different scenario, man. I see things different. I look at so much different stuff when it comes down to players and stuff. So anyway, any more questions? I'm through talking about Shiloh, about Shador. Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, good. I mean, everybody has their opinion.
Exactly,
Whether you're on the side of him earning his keep up under Dion, or whether you're on the other side of it, saying he, shouldn't be given a chance. Or what do you think? What I'm saying, he was drafted where he was supposed to be drafted. I mean, everybody has their opinion.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? My thing of it is, the numbers don't lie.
Oh, he got great numbers.
You know what I mean? And for him, I think the shit stinks for him to fall all the way to the fifth round. I think it stinks. It stinks. It stinks. I'm always stand on the side of giving a fair chance to earn your keep. You know what I'm saying, in this game.
I agree. I think he should have been drafted a lot earlier. First round. I'm not going to say first round.
I mean, are you really going to sit here and say Cam Wood and Gabriel was a better quarterback than him?
I think Cam was, because of where he was at last year. Cam has been a good quarterback when he was in Washington State. They friends. They were friends. They actually trained together. They did. I think Cam coming out of last year was a better quarterback. And
the both of them was under the mind frame that they probably was going to go 1 and 2. I mean, even if Cam Wood even say that, I don't understand how he falls all the way to the fifth round.
I don't understand the fifth round either. However, Cam played better competition. That's for one. Shador had a dynamic wide receiver. I'm going to say Travis Horner.
Including Travis Hunter, it was 3 receivers that got drafted off that Colorado offense with Shador.
Exactly. You had Little Horn and the other little faster kid. They got drafted because of their 40 times in that combine too. So that's another story too. But now the only one that's actually playing is Travis, and he got hurt, and the Horn kid. Those are the only 2 that are still playing. Other kid, he's on the practice. He was on the practice squad. Shador, yeah, he was the thrower of that football. But Shador's problem was he held the ball too much. And I think the sacks and holding in the interception that killed Shador. He threw a lot of interceptions. His whole college career, he threw a lot. And he had a terrible offensive line. Being that. Being coached by your daddy. I'm going to say this again. You have one vision. One vision. My daddy said. My daddy said do it this way. That's a problem. I'm just saying. And some guys are successful doing that. If you notice, a lot of these guys that had their dad in high school, they didn't play for their dads in college. They learned something else. Tom Brady played for his dad in high school. Went to Michigan. He didn't play for his dad. A lot of these top guy quarterbacks had the same situation. So I think because your dad had you from when you was walking with your diapers on until you left college, you have one voice in your head. So yeah, that's all. Anyway, we're through. It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. You guys got some last words? Let them go.
I'm ready for training camp.
Me too.
That part.
Yeah.
The rookies come next week? The next week, the rookies report.
I think so.
So I'm looking forward to hearing some commentary from Matt right there. Yeah. OG, last words, sir.
I'm anxiously waiting to see the finished product in camp of this defense. I think that they're going to be the identity of this team. You know, I'm just anxiously waiting to see, what I'm saying, the process and the outcome. Because everything has looked good, felt good, and sounded good from the moment Matt Ryan took office. All moves, all decisions, all transactions, everything has been deliberate. It's just a different feel to actually see our organization making professional type moves.
Looking competent.
Yes. Instead of watching other teams and organizations do it for years and instead of having what the fuck questions, I'm sitting here with no questions and being anxious to get to camp. But other than that, man, y'all, Braves fans, pull up tonight. Miss White Network, watch live against the Rockies. That's what I'm doing this evening, tonight.
The Braves, the cardiac comeback. Like I told Ant earlier today, I said, I turned the game off because I'm so damn pissed off they were losing. I was like, every game I've done that, some bees on came back and won the game. So I'm like, why I say, see, I told you don't turn the team. Because she said, don't turn it off yet. I said, no, I'm going to go watch the comedy now. So they pissing me off. But yeah. Fresh?
Yes, sir.
Last word, sir.
Yeah, I'm ready. Like I said, I'm ready to get to training camp. I'm ready for this to see this product on the field moving around in that red and black. Preseason is gonna be a big thing. I want to see how they handle preseason. Is they gonna have some of the starters playing? How much are they gonna let the rookies play? Stuff like that. We've been having a thing about that these last few seasons.
That's 6 years.
Yeah. So other than that, I have some anime content out later on today. And some UFL football content out today too.
Oh my God, that's
I'm actually watching the game right now.
Who's playing today?
The Renegades, Dallas, and DC. It's not close.
Yeah, that should be a good game.
No, it's not. DC is stopping their ass. It's 24-0 at halftime.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's over.
All right, Big Ant, go ahead, sir.
But I thought it was gonna be a good game. Here we are. But y'all stay tuned for the regulated show in the morning, 11 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, like my other brother said, I'm ready for training camp. I'm ready to see what these guys do on the field, not just talking about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I want you, actually show us what you're working on. No, it all sounds good, but we've been sold a hill of beans for the last, up to years. So I'm actually want to see what you're about now.
Right. Anyway, Mucho, my favorite draft person in this class. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't. I like all the guys they picked this year. I don't actually have a favorite. Everybody gonna say Branch is natural because he's a Georgia player. So I can't say he's my favorite. He's a Georgia player. So anyway, but hey man, thank everybody for coming on this morning.
Yeah.
Chat everybody. Like I say,
no problem.
I had a vent because I've been hearing all this crazy stuff. But anyway, that's just me. But y'all have a great rest of y'all Saturday, man, because I gotta go get some shoes. I need some shoes.
Right.
I'm supposed to take me
Until
a nap.
then, you go take a nap. That do sound good too.
That's wrong. Take me in that.
So I won't be joining nobody next week because I start my little 2-week work thing at work. So I'll be at the base for the next 2 weeks, working those long hours, getting people their new assignments and everything. So, but I probably won't be back on Friday. I will be back on next Saturday, so not Friday. So you guys will miss me 2 Fridays from now. But yesterday I had some stuff to do at that thing to get started for the next 2 weeks. So anyway, y'all have a great rest of y'all day, man. I ain't got no closing words. So
Yeah.
I can't. I'm trying to get one like Sam. Make this day be your best day, whatever he was saying.
Yeah. Hey man,
Y'all have a great rest. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. That's Sam word. I can't use it.
Sam got that on lock.
I can't use that. And Sam, I can't remember. I heard somebody saying that the other day. I was like, y'all don't stole that man word. So, but anyway, I got to find out where I heard that the other day. I said, damn, I don't heard that before. Is that the same person that said it? But anyway, y'all have a great y'all day, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. Be safe out there. A lot of stuff going on in this world, man. Y'all just be safe. Just be safe.
Peace.
Peace.